day after winning their first outright regular season crown in 40 years. It's not just the artwork, we've got the real thing. The Big East Kings from Queens, ready to take Studio 43 by storm.
When or if it's going to happen for St. John's.
These Johnnies, boy, they are tough.
Unbelievable the turnaround that this team has made.
Rick Pitino has a program buzzing.
It's unbelievable what Rick Pitino has done with this program. The excitement level is rising up again.
Lewis, Greg, going hard to the hole. For the first time in 40 years, St. John's clinches the Big East regular season title outright.
You love to see confetti at MSG, a magical afternoon at the world's most famous arena as St. John's won its first outright regular season Big East title since 1985.
Wow.
And we are thrilled to be joined here by head coach Rick Pitino and one of the team's stars, RJ Lewis. Great to see you guys.
Yeah, wonderful to have you.
And Coach, you visualized this happening while you were in Greece. You are a New Yorker. Is this the most in tune you've ever been with a fan base of any team you've coached?
Well, it's so exciting for us, for St. John's student body, for all the people that I didn't realize it was 40 years. I said at the press conference 25. I think I was just hired at Providence. I left the Knicks as an assistant the year they did it.
And you wanted to see MSG packed, and it's happened in 2 seasons.
Oh, it's been incredible. The crowds have been unbelievable. Madison Square Garden, now we're going to enhance it. We're going to go probably 9-10 games next year in the Garden.
Wow. I love it, man. I got to get to coaching because I don't know if you remember this, but the first time I ever coached against you, I was so in awe. I shook your hand before the game. I said, I watched all your videos. You looked at me like I was nuts.
And then he beat me.
But I got to ask you, you taught all of us in coaching, but do you have anything for young coaches now that's a nugget that has enabled you to coach this era of athletes in the NIL and the transfer portal?
I think you just have to adapt. You know, there's so many coaches, it always changes. Times change. The offense has changed. The defense has changed. You know, when Bob Knight was into that undefeated season, was all motion, and everybody was trying to copy motion. We started pressing one year, and everybody was after the press. I really think you just have to adapt to the climate you're in. You know, you have to know what to wear in that climate, how to adapt to it. And that's what we've tried to do with the NIL. We tried to do with the portal. We didn't complain. It's here. Let's try to be the best at it that we could be as far as being creative.
You're doing it, my man. It's impressive. You're doing it.
RJ, got to ask
doesn't
you.
hurt with him.
Yeah, it helps to have him. Talk to me a little bit about your transition from last year. You were battling the shin splints. What your summer was like and how you've come into this season, because you've had a tremendous season thus far. But take me back and then bring me forward.
I mean, this season's been amazing. It's just a big blessing.
Yeah.
Got to give all the glory to God. I feel like without him, I wouldn't be here. And, you know, obviously, to be coached by, you know, a Hall of Fame coach, it's amazing. Coach P's a very genuine person, even from...
So you're not surprised that you guys are sitting atop the Big East as outright Big East Conference champions?
No, I'm not surprised. I think we did a great job recruiting the right guys. It's just a matter of time of, you know, just gelling the right way and obviously picking up the defensive intensity. But, I mean, my surgery was tough. It was very frustrating. Playing last year as a sophomore, I had big expectations for myself, but I couldn't deliver because I was able to practice.
Yeah.
And that was kind of messing me up a little bit. I even told Coach P that I was thinking about redshirting, but he told me, you know, to kind of just...
So when did you have the surgery? When did you have...
Surgery? Yeah. April.
Okay, right after the season.
Yeah.
And then you were back on the court when after the surgery?
I came back to school in July, so
okay.
From April to July, I was doing my rehab back home.
And then it was basketball pretty much after that?
Just basketball, trying to get back.
And no setbacks? Obviously, it looks like...
Nah, no setbacks.
Yeah.
The legs feel great.
Yeah. Well, you look great out there.
And Clark, I don't want to rush him out, but I've said this about two players, Donovan Mitchell and RJ.
Yeah.
They're going to be better pros than they will be college.
Why do you say that?
Because both guys had skills that the college game, Donovan was great in the open court, great, but it was college is so packed in. Same thing with RJ.
Yeah.
RJ is a good shooter. He'll become a great shooter. As you know, all NBA guys become great shooters, but he does everything else. Great passer, great on-the-ball defender. He handles it. He jumps out of the gym. He has a great attitude. Off-the-ball defense is something we're still working on.
Maybe the coach is going to have one thing that just got to keep
got it.
needling you about it.
How about you? How about you growing up in New York, being a New York basketball fan? We all know what it's like in this city. Can you explain to people across the country what it's like in this city right now with the following of St. John's College basketball?
Well, I grew up on 26th Street between 2nd and 3rd in a brownstone. We had a lot of money because my grandfather had a fruit wagon and a horse. My grandparents lived in the middle, my aunt and uncle upstairs, and we lived in the basement until like 8 or 9 years of age. Then moved to beautiful Queens and then to Long Island. So I have it all covered. But to be back in New York, look, I was blessed to work under UB Brown as a Knick assistant, then the Knick head coach, and now to be back at St. John's is just a great way to end a very long career. That's my 50th year in coaching.
Wow. And a career that's seen 3 Final Fours with 3 different schools, 2 different schools, national champions. So, RJ, when you have Rick Pitino as your head coach, is the buy-in automatic? Because you guys look very bought in watching you, the rebounds, the steals, the blocks when you guys are out there.
I mean, definitely, this is a person you have to listen to. I kind of just, just try to be a sponge and learn as much as I can. And I mean, definitely, like I said, I came here to, take my game to the next level and obviously play under a great coach. And, like you see, like the success we're having from year 1 to year 2 is great. It's a blessing. And I'm just happy to be in this position.
Well, it is really awesome to watch and to watch New York City rally around you, even more than they've rallied around the Villanova Knicks.
And it's true. It's amazing in this city. Everybody that works here, everybody talking about the Johnny.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah,
And
thank
the
you.
year when Lou Conasecca passed, it makes it extra special.
That is true.
No doubt. Would have been 100 years old just a month ago. All right, as we close in on tip-off in East Lansing, we are back to wrap things up right after this.